loading snacks.
What's going on, everybody? The usual suspects are back for another week of the Loading Snacks Anime Podcast, episode 9. How are y'all feeling today?
Feeling great.
Feeling good.
Almost to the double digits.
Okay.
How was everybody's weekend? Before we get started, you know how we do. Gabby, how about yourself?
It was good. It was pretty chill. The only other thing I had going on was that Zach had his housewarming party, so got to go to that. It was a lot of fun.
Good.
Him and Ashley moved in together with their friend Johnny. So yeah, that was the only thing I did. Other than that, nice and chill. Got chores though.
Okay. What about yourself, Noah?
Mine was good. I didn't do much. Like I said, I prestige on Call of Duty. That was most of my weekend.
Congrats for that. I know that's a big deal.
No, not that big deal.
So people are in the Call of Duty
time. So
you're finally on that path. You hit the first one, so now you just got to keep pushing through them.
Exactly. If anything, I'm slow. Most of my friends prestige like 2 weeks ago. So yeah.
He's
I got too much going on to do it though right away.
Let's see. I completed Death Stranding finally over the weekend, so I got that monkey off my back. I was able to delete it off my hard drive to save space on the PlayStation. So kudos. Other than that, we watched the AEW pay-per-view for Gear. That was a good time. I didn't stay up long enough for the press scrum afterwards. I was too tired. I went right to sleep. And then I woke up and had to watch movies for Movie Club tonight and do my weekly animes to catch up on them, stuff like that. So,
wait, you went to movies in the morning? You went to the theater?
No. The pay-per-view was Saturday night. Did that at home, and Sunday morning I woke up and I watched Pulp Fiction because that's our movie month of the for the month. Yeah.
I'll be wanting to join in the movie club. I just be forgetting
because it's once a month and it's always the last Monday of
And y'all watch it in Discord?
No, we've only done that. We've only done that once. So we did it. We did that once in Movie Club where everybody kind of jumped in Discord and watched that. I can't remember what movie we did that for, but this one everybody just watched it on their own. So next month might be different. I know Gage mentioned maybe trying to watch whatever the movie of the month was, maybe down in Ocean City or something like that. So we'll see.
Sweet.
It's just hard because some people, unless you're like a gamer, not everybody has like a Discord setup to sit and enjoy a movie.
Yeah.
And it's my pick for next month, and I have a good idea of what I'm picking next month.
Okay.
I've been teetering between two different movies, and I think I landed on it today at work. Like I think I was gonna pull the trigger and go with this one. So they'll announce that in the near future what's gonna be the next movie of the month. So stay tuned to the Loading Snacks, socials, pages, all that kind of stuff to figure that stuff out. But enough about that. Everybody seems to have had a good weekend, so let's get into what we got to talk about. Noah, what should we know about this week?
Okay. First things first, let me grab my notes. First things first is Dragon Ball celebrated 40 years of manga.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Yes. 40 years. We got a lot of news, so we're going to move quickly, but that's pretty crazy.
Much love to
Dragon Ball's the GOAT. RP the GOAT.
Next
is we got more Chainsaw Man leaks. We earlier found out that Chainsaw Man 2 was leaked. It's not confirmed, but it was by reliable leakers. And these group of leakers pretty much haven't been wrong. It's like the same group that leaked Attack on Titan at first and stuff like that.
Okay.
So they said that Chainsaw Man ending will confirm in the movie, like at the ending of the movie, it'll confirm season 2. So that might be why we're waiting so long to get a confirmation, because they're waiting to give it in a surprise at the end.
Yeah, some end credit scene or season 2 coming soon. They'll put on the screen or something like that.
Yeah. Once again, unconfirmed. So that would be awesome, but we don't know yet. Both of y'all need to read Chainsaw Man.
It is in my it's in my favorites.
In the favorites.
Yeah, he's using the app. He's using it.
Yes.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Next, we have some positive news. One Piece news. Oda's health is improving. As I don't know if y'all know, but Oda took a break.
Yes.
For he's taking mini breaks for just reclining health, and that doesn't mean that it's improving overall. But he took a like a indefinite hiatus, and it's improving to the point to where it could continue work.
And I think he just got back from South Africa too.
Yeah,
he went down there to take a look at the set and all that kind of stuff for the live action One Piece on Netflix. So,
so he could have got COVID, he could have got whatever, but
just good news to hear that he's improving. So,
yeah, it could be general health issues. I don't know. I've said this. Y'all have heard me say this before, but y'all on the internet can hear me say this. I think Oda needs to take a long break.
He do,
and I think that
he deserves
it. Does, yeah,
because he's addicted to his work, which is great. But I also think that
it's probably hard for him to do that too, and probably because of him being so close to finally being able to complete it.
Yeah.
Yes, he needs to. You need to lay down and take a long hiatus. I don't see him doing it though.
It's not just him. It's also he's got publishers, you know what I mean, and companies that make a lot of money off of his story, and they're waiting on him. So it's like he, you know, they might have close relationships with them and feel a sort of, but it's also a strict culture over there that keeps people working to a life-sucking degree. You know what I mean? So it's possible that that's the scenario too.
Psalm 100.
But like I said, the average death age for a mangaka is 55. If he wants to live a long life, in my personal opinion, I think the GOAT needs to take a good year off, focus on his health, do some calisthenics. But he's been writing manga for 25 years. He's not going to do that. You know what I mean?
No.
So all we can do is pray for him and hope he continue to
finish your work with,
to keep pushing. Not just like finish your work, stay healthy. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like,
exactly.
That's the first thing.
Around for a long time after you finish work.
If you need to take little breaks like that, that's fine. We will gladly accept it. Just
fine.
All we want you is to stay healthy.
Because I see One Piece fans online and they're like, he's got to finish. Just make sure you finish. I'm like, no, bro. Fuck one. Like, not fuck One Piece, but I'm like, first things first.
His health is most important.
Be healthy.
He's a person.
Exactly. I know everybody, oh my God, we waited so long. Yeah, but we've seen what it's done to his health after all these years. Like, let's relax for a little bit, make sure that we keep the GOAT together.
Exactly.
Let's make sure he stays with us for as long as possible.
Would you imagine pressuring him to do something that you wouldn't want to do, and then you still don't get the end of it?
Exactly.
So, anyways, moving on. Do y'all know Sony is trying to buy Kodakawa?
We brought it up on Weekly this past week, so
which is huge news.
Yeah.
Because there's only 3 major anime companies, and 2 of them are already owned by Sony. One being themselves, and the other being Crunchyroll. And then,
Sony back up.
If they get Kodakawa, which doesn't just, as you know, I don't know if you guys know, but Kodakawa has like arcade buildings. They host those guys. I always post Trash Taste. They host. They have a company that produces them. They do lots of different stuff, but they also produce lots and lots of anime. And if Sony gets a hold of them, then there'll be an insane monopoly on anime. That could be a good thing. That could be a bad thing.
Depending on how they handle it and what they do with it.
Yeah. A lot of people are just like, oh, these big companies. I'm like, regardless, it's gonna be a big company. It does, like, we're not going to get some indie company to run it. It's not how things work, but it's just how they handle it. So that'll be interesting to see what happens and to see if they sell, because that's a really old Japanese company, and I don't know.
But I can see it because it's an old Japanese company. I can see it going to Sony because they're keeping it in Japan still. They're not.
Yeah, that's true.
Out of Japan, so
I
can see it happening.
But I mean, it depends because Sony is super worldwide. So
yeah, but still, you know,
it could be good. It could be bad.
Next, we found out that Made in Abyss. I actually saw this online, and I was going to. I'm realizing now that I haven't double confirmed this, but I haven't. But Made in Abyss sequel, season 3, hopefully, is in the works.
Okay.
I know that there's not much manga content past what we've seen, and I know that the manga doesn't even have a regular release schedule. So maybe they have something worked out to where he's going to release a bunch of chapters. I don't know.
Do we know how close the manga is to being completed?
I don't think there's like, because I've read most of what's out, and I don't think there's like a say yet. I think it could go quickly or a long time. I don't think there's like a definitive say yet. Next, we have Kaiju number 8. recap movie, pretty much. That's the new visual that you posted.
Yeah.
That's what the visual is for.
A recap movie.
For a recap movie coming in March of all of season 1.
I'm good.
Why do we need a recap?
Yeah, I'm good on that.
12
episodes.
I don't think it's a movie theater. Like, I think they're just releasing it.
Oh,
like
okay.
So it's like
almost
like an extended episode kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't think it's coming to movie theaters.
Then that's fine.
How like we had the episode of Ace or like the episode of Nami for One Piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong, but
because when I first announced, I was like, "Damn, really? Like, why are they doing that? Keep putting out movies that like we just had the first season. We don't need to go to the movie." I thought it was following down that path, but it was going to be just.
No, I think a recap movie is fine if you release it just as like part of the anime, because a lot of animes do that to like allow people to be able to see all of a season quickly and catch up.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the purpose, but it holds that purpose. Next, Star Wars. The Star Wars 3rd season of their anime is going to be releasing in 2025. Yep. With studio, Production IG, Trigger, Anima, and more of popular names going to be working on it.
Definitely
That's good news.
I enjoyed the first 2 of those.
I've watched 2 episodes and it was really good, so it's just on my list.
Yeah, Trigger does their thing in those, and other studios too, but Triggers was a standout for me in the first 2 anthology ones, especially the second one.
Hell yeah. Word. Next, we also have some Disney anime coming. Disney Villains anime announced for 3 seasons called Disney's Twisted Wonderlands.
I've heard about this for a long time. Like, it's finally coming out. Disney's been working on this forever.
I haven't heard of this.
Yeah.
As we know, I'm not trying to be a strict weeboo, but
it's a mobile game?
Yes. But I posted a post of the anime in the anime chat group.
Oh, is it actually coming out as anime? Oh, it's already a mobile game.
Yeah, it's already a mobile game.
Yeah, it's already a mobile game.
The anime
this.
Yeah, that.
This is Disney?
Yes.
I guess it is now.
Okay.
So,
were you about to say something about Weeaboo?
Yes, but anime is just a Japanese cartoon versus an American cartoon. So my thing is it actually made by Japanese animators and studios? If it is, it's an anime. If it's not, then it's just a cartoon. You know what I mean? That's just which is fine. I'm not saying you have to. You can call it either one, but other than that, it's just one of their animated productions.
From pictures that I've seen, it looks like it's an anime from because you can see like Tomb Raider recently released. That's not an anime. You know what I'm saying? That's just
right.
So
no, but it's still
mobile game is created by Aniplex and Walt Disney Japan specifically. That's the mobile game.
Okay.
But
I don't. Game. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the mobile game. Other media. Hold on. There's manga for it. No, that's a net animation. Oh wait, no, that is the anime. Yumeta Company and Graphicina is the studio.
It's not
Yumeta Company.
No bells or
okay. It's an animation studio in Japan.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So to answer that question, it is.
That's cool.
Anime. Yeah.
I probably won't be partaking in it, regardless. But that's cool.
I'm gonna give it, the good 3-episode shuffle, when it starts, just to see.
If it's good, the clips will pop up.
Yeah, definitely the clips will pop up.
What's the plot?
I don't even know what the plot is.
So,
I just think it looks cool.
It's a magical school.
Of course.
Next we have what's his name? Monster author holds auction for the kids in Gaza. His actual, I think this is his second art auction where he's done this for charity. Mr. Naoki Urasawa.
And what's he auctioning again?
Some of his art. He's a collector of sorts.
Okay.
And apparently he's got a lot. So he's holding an auction for the kids in Gaza, which is wonderful.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Salute to him for that.
It's fantastic.
Yep. Next, we got a couple that are quick. The director of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is going to be directing this new anime that's been going viral just for the name called Chimpanzee versus Terrorists. Have y'all heard of this?
No, I'm thinking of Darwin something. That's what I'm thinking. But I've never heard of Chimpanzee versus Terrorists. Sign me up right now. Just sign me up.
I'm searching this.
Yes.
I haven't
please.
I haven't looked up the synopsis, but I've just seen a bunch of memes about the manga. So the JoJo's Bizarre, it looks like it's gonna be Bizarre itself. And
did you hear the name of the title that you said out your face just now? Chimpanzee versus terrorist. Yes, it's gonna be wild.
Yeah. Exactly.
This does not match the visuals I had in my head.
Oh, it doesn't? Well, send them to the group chat so we get.
Why is it a school?
Because it's anime.
I'm very confused.
Not many animes take places in and around schools.
Why is there a monkey?
Yeah, like that's crazy. That is crazy. All right, so what else we got, Noah, while she's looking that
up? Next we got AOT has its first global releases of the dates for the movie release.
Okay.
But unfortunately they're all in Asia, like Southeast and Eastern Asia.
All right, so we don't have no US dates.
So they don't really matter. Y'all can check them out if you're watching this from Asia, but they were like Singapore and like Thailand and like Southeast Asia, it looked like. So we'll get them soon, hopefully. But that's good to hear that there are more places than Japan so far.
Which means the U.S. dates will come out soon enough, I figure. So
yeah, that's what I was hoping. So yeah, hopefully. Have y'all heard of that? The Naruto series was supposed to get 4 or 5 episode remakes.
I remember that. It's like they announced that a few months ago. They announced that.
They announced like a year and some change ago.
Yeah, and then
they announced
happened
it right before they did the poll on their 20-year anniversary. They did the 10-minute remake, which looked amazing. And they were supposed to do a remake of 4 or 5 episodes, but then it got canceled, and then they just hadn't said anything for almost a year. So they finally said in some sort of Japanese media source that I saw online that Naruto will be getting those episodes before March 2025.
Okay.
Which would be super dope because that's only a couple months away.
Yes. I was going to say that's not a lot of time, so those should be soon.
Yes. And already done, I take it. So for whatever reason they pulled it, you know, at least we give them
Well, they said production and quality problems at originally, so they apparently weren't done. It's maybe it's like they ran into some issues and they finished it and they're like, we can make this better. You know what I mean? And then
I could
just went back in the lab.
It turned on the Wano arc, was like, hold up. Run it back. Let's go back downstairs and see all this. We need to
yeah. Because they unlocked something new with Bleach. So
True. True. And Bleach just keeps stepping it up. So yeah. So it could be that.
Yeah, so that's exciting. Y'all know I'm a big Naruto fan, so I can't wait to see. Yeah, my guy.
He says, my guy.
My guy.
But no, I'm looking forward to seeing those 4 episodes and see what they do with them.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Great.
Need some more action. Really, they should just remake Naruto. They make $1 billion.
They would.
Heck, they're already remaking One Piece and it's not even over yet.
True.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying that's a different studio. Payrod. They would make so much money if they just remade it.
They would.
Okay. Anything else?
Look Back by Fujimoto is eligible for an Oscar.
Yes.
Dang, let's go.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
I would love to see him walk away with an Oscar. That would be insane.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because it deserves it.
I don't know what else is nominated, but I have to see. But yeah, I've always loved Fujimoto, so hopefully that would be cool to see. Also, we have, which y'all should go watch it, by the way. It's amazing. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was amazing. I teared up and laughed all at the same time. Yeah,
we talked about that, 2 episodes ago? If I'm correct?
Yeah, I'm just replugging
with the Overlord episode, Oh, no,
I'm just replugging it.
Yeah, go back and rewatch and check it out.
Don't be worried by the beginning of the movie. Don't be worried. I was thrown off.
Oh.
By how weird it is in the beginning.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Once you get past that, it'll be fine.
Yes. Yes. And then Scott Pilgrim anime getting no season 2, which I don't know why I be getting these certain vibes, and I feel like I'm good at this, Lo. I feel like I'm good at this, but I feel like I'm really good at picking out, certain anime and what they're going to be good or not before they come out. And I really didn't have a good vibe about this one, but they hyped it up for a long time. And I didn't even give it a chance. And I guess my critiquing gets a little less weight because I didn't give it a chance. I think I watched the first episode, but I wasn't feeling it just from the start, or the idea, or the concept, or the animation, or anything. And I'm not surprised.
I mean,
is this an anime
did y'all watch it
after that Scott Pilgrim
yes,
movie?
that's what it is. Yes. The comic, the movie, all that stuff, the game,
yeah. Wasn't it a comic before movie?
Yes, it was a comic first. Yes.
See, that idea itself just doesn't lend any interest to me, but maybe that's because Scott Pilgrim doesn't interest me at all.
Yeah, maybe when the movie, because the movie was super popular.
Yeah.
Okay.
But even then, I never really liked the movie personally.
Right.
I was just when it comes to the movie, like, okay, cool.
I'm surprised, Gabby, because all my white friends really love that movie. And I'm not even saying it in a bad way. Like, they're the ones who
I know.
I really like that movie. But like, they were all like, especially when we first came, like, I guess up to this area of Maryland, everyone was like, I remember specifically Scott Pilgrim, that movie's so good. When we suggest movies, the Pineapple Express or Scott Pilgrim, I'm like, it's all right.
That makes so much sense.
It's all right. You know what I'm saying? That era.
Yeah.
That was just like, I don't get it. Or like Superbad. Yeah, but nah, I gave it first episode, and now that I have no motivation to watch it. So I wish one of y'all watched it so y'all could tell me. But
I told y'all straight in the chat, I'm not watching this. I had no faith.
I do remember you
saying I had no
faith
whatsoever. Like, I'm not watching this. And to hear you say that, like, I was right. Yes, it wasn't worth my
time.
The
animation looked great, and that's all I needed. Even if it was like not popular, if it looks good and I like it, then it's good. The animation and stuff was good. It's just it wasn't like something that I vibed with. But it didn't
connect. Yeah, it didn't connect to you.
It did look good.
That's all, which is fair. Not everything's going to connect everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the last thing we have on the list today is Kubo has a couple scenes that are coming to Bleach that he never apparently wanted to draw because maybe they're too crazy or something like that. And there'll be anime only scenes.
So
coming to Bleach in the future.
So if he never wanted to draw them, why?
First of all, I've heard a couple things about the way Kubo wrote. I heard that, well, first of all, I heard he got sick, so that's why a lot of like work he didn't do. I also heard that like he's just kind of like this go with the flow type of guy. You know, he didn't write with a storyboard, which is like writer 101, and that kind of shows in his story. He said in an interview, I looked this up, that he
it's crazy when he says that, my brain goes, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
When I just think about Bleach.
It really does make a lot of sense.
So he's still really good at writing the story, but a lot of stuff is probably like, I'm gonna just do this and this, and we gotta connect it this way, and just, you know what I mean, going crazy. And like when you see him in interviews, he seems like that type of guy to where like he's just like a really chill guy. He seems really outgoing, especially for a mangaka. So
hearing that makes me think of the theme. The meme with from A Sunny in Philadelphia with Charlie Day, and has all the wires and stuff on the chalkboard. He's outlining stuff out. That's what it makes me think about.
Here's the plot.
Yeah.
So it could be that, or it could be straight up like maybe he smokes weed and he was straight up just like, I don't feel like drawing that. I'm gonna just skip it. It's already got an anime. I'll let him finish it in the anime. You know what I mean?
I mean, a lot of things are done by smoking weed. The Pokemon Lugia was created because the creator was on drugs and alcohol.
I didn't know that.
And LSD and like some sort of high drug. Oh yeah, a lot of Pokemon are created on crack.
Oh my goodness.
See, that's a rabbit hole we need to go down one day.
You want Pokemon knowledge? I'm just gonna start throwing things.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, hopefully we'll see some cool scenes for the manga readers. I read the manga, but I stopped around 1,000 Year Blood War because I was so disappointed in the Bount arc that I was reading and watching at the same time that I stopped reading.
Tough watch.
And I was confused that the anime and the manga weren't matching up, so I got a little annoyed. But for the people who have finished it, some stuff that you might have missed will be in the anime. And that's
pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So hopefully it all works out for the best.
Hopefully it doesn't keep pissing me off.
Who knows with Bleach? You know what I'm saying? It's on the roll right now.
The world will never know. It's a 50-50 chance. Each new episode.
Right. All right. Thank you for that, Noah. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
You know it.
So let's move on to Thriller Park. We're not going to stay here too long. There is no Thriller Park this week. Just FYI, it's Thanksgiving. Everybody's going to spend the day watching the game, eating food, and spending time with their family. So we will not be doing that this week. Just a heads up. Who knows? You might find us in Discord watching something at some point this weekend since we have a long weekend, but no Thriller Park specifically this week. But we did watch episodes 4, 5, and 6 this past week, so we're pretty much at the halfway mark, Gabby. I simply just want to know where your head is at right now surrounding Heavenly Delusion.
You know, we're getting into some more plot points now. We started off again with the stupid hand fish, whom I hate and is somehow in almost like every other anime we're watching now.
That motherfucker's scary.
It is.
Yeah, yes, he is.
It's because his head is like, cause it's still tilted to the side. His head is not like straight on looking forward. It looks so creepy. Like, yeah.
It's
Gabby's gonna be traumatized.
It's slimy and it's got a million hands, and I hate it. The creatures continue to surprise me, and this world continues to surprise me because it's more almost like radioactive nuclear than I thought it was, and people have the weird powers, like the Maru touch, I guess, is that what they call it?
Oh, what do you call it? Something
where
else
he like can touch something and then like or
something called it
not human.
Invincible dive.
Something like that, yeah.
Yes, that. But like it only happens to like not humans, but to whatever they call the monsters. This starts with a K, I can't remember. But so that's interesting. It's nice to have a name for, I guess, these general monsters, but also know that animals still exist because they found the bear. So we're getting into more world building stuff, and I'm really appreciating that. And I like that we're kind of diving into the characters. The school is starting to scare me. We're getting a little weird with the adults coming in doing some death stuff, figuring out what they're trying to do. You know, we got a weird little thing that got cremated from whoever died last. I don't know what that is. They don't know what it is. I still think from these past 2 episodes that the school might be going on the same time as this other timeline, maybe. Just from a few things they did mention in it. This might be maybe the heaven that they're talking about.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. I've got a bunch of theories, but I'm really enjoying it so far.
Okay, that's good to hear. Like I said, we're pretty much at the halfway point because it's 13 episodes, and next time we get back into it, we're gonna start with 7. But the fact that, you know, I like where your head is at going forward. Like I said, me and Noah recently watched this together when it originally aired earlier. Was that earlier this year? Yeah,
last year.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So it's still fresh. A lot of the major stuff, but certain other stuff I'm going through again with us watching it together. But yeah, this is a very interesting watch. Like when I posted, it keeps you on the edge of your seat, mysteries, everything to the whole time till you get to the end and stuff becomes revealed. You know what I mean? So I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad we're watching it again and with you right now, because it is a lot of fun, and re-going through stuff that you thought was good and having to watch it with somebody who hasn't seen it before for the first time is always a fun thing to do in anime. So
yeah,
I like it. So that's for the park. So Gabby, what topic do you have for us this week?
This is gonna be a fun one. I feel like it's a throwback and it reminds me of a lot of childhood. I don't know.
Let me say what I think about Heavenly Delusion, and I had a note ready to ask you.
Oh, you know what?
Let's
go. I apologize for the rudeness.
No, it's okay. I don't think you're rude.
No.
You gotta move forward.
Go.
He said no.
I'm looking
because I had something to bring up that I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
I just think that, first of all, exactly what Gabby said. These last few episodes ask us, is it the future? Is it the past? The school, right? That was thinking the exact same thing that Gabby was thinking at this point in the series. Also, at this point in the series, I think what's just crazy about this series, which is Production ID does this, the Kaiju number 8 studio. And I think they did such a good job at just like portraying the story, but the way they break down the characters emotionally and like explore their different emotions and like little segments, I think is just really good. And this, I feel like this show could go on forever, but unfortunately we only get 12 episodes. But I think that part is so special. There's not many shows where you get so involved in all the different emotions of each character so well right away. And then I think the last thing I think is really cool is that they're going on between two separate stories right now, obviously, but they're both just as interesting, and they both keep you entwined just as much. And they present all these different details that you're just like, what's this? What's that? What's this? But it's not enough. What's this to keep you disconnected? You're still connected. And I just think those, you know what I mean? I think that's really special about this anime. That's why first time I watched this series, I was like, after we finished, this became, like I said, like Promised Neverland, one of my all-time favorites. I think they did a really good job with this anime. So
no, I can agree with you 100%. Like I think this is an A+ anime for all the reasons you just said. Like they do a great job with character growth, with, like I said, the emotion level that they put into the animation and everything. It pulls you in. The voice acting pulls you in. Like it does a great job overall at all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it is criminal that it's not as popular as it should be. As you like to say,
got released on Hulu.
Right. So
the Hulu curse.
This would be on a lot more people's radar, I feel like, if it wasn't for that. Because it deserves a lot more praise than you see it get online. I think it's just because people don't know about it. And
it would have been Anime of the Year talks for sure. Especially like if Banana Fish got Anime of the Year talks, this one.
Right. I think this intro was contender for intro of the year. I think the animation was up for animation of the year. Characters should have been up for characters of the year. Like they did a solid job all the way around with this show.
Yeah,
it's just,
I agree.
Popularity wise, it just because of Hulu fell through the cracks, unfortunately. So, but hopefully by us talking about it, you know, it'll start to maybe help people go out there, look it up for themselves, watch it, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy it. Come back and let us know about it. If you sat down and watched it, you didn't know about it, to hear us talk about it. Let us know. We would actually really, really appreciate that. Because like we said, you see Gabby's enjoying it her first time watching it. Me and him are enjoying it, watching it all over again. So that says something to it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, Gabby, floor is yours.
Yes. Yay! So like I said, this is kind of like a throwback discussion question, almost. I know Noah's really going to enjoy this one, especially because I know you're a big Naruto fan. It's Naruto related here. So classic showdown here. Sharingan versus the Bakugan. The Bakugan. The eyes. Which one is one better than the other? I feel like when people hear that, they immediately think Sharingan. One, because I think it's the more popular one. And two, because we see it a lot more in the series, to be honest. But now, especially that we have Boruto out, and honestly, we see more of the Bakugan than the Sharingan now. So, has the attitude shifted towards it? What is your personal favorite? Noah, I feel like I'm going to give the floor to you first. Or do you need more time?
I feel like, I mean, no, Lo, you can go first if you want.
That's fair, because I know you've seen a lot more Boruto than I have. So I think
you don't have to focus both on Boruto, but just like in general.
Sharingan is the off visuals. Looking at it, that's the cooler one. I think the red with the symbols, and they can change the, you know, as you upgrade it, you can change into different symbols. I think that looks cooler than the other one. But that Bakugan is tough. That is a tough follow through, especially if somebody really knows what they're doing with it. They can give a Sharingan a serious run for their money, and that just makes me believe, if you look at them at their like highest forms, what a battle like that could actually look like. First of
all, I need you to never say Sharingan again in your entire life. That's first of all. Second of all, keep going.
My bad. Just because of, I'll say, lack of knowledge, I'm automatically going to go with the Sharingan, because we see that all the time. And I think that's the only reason why. Until, like, knowing that Boruto's sister, you know, can do some things, like, Probably after.
That's not canon.
Himawari?
Oh, it's not. Oh, well,
No.
See, that's why I now have to read the manga.
It's not canon. She hasn't unlocked her.
Unfortunately, that is not canon. It'd be cool if it was.
See,
when she goes and punches him in the stomach, and they're like, she might have Byakugan.
Yeah.
Nope, never happened.
No.
Well, then I'm gonna leave my answer the way it is because apparently I need to go read some Boruto to get some more information.
No, yeah, that's not bad. I'm just saying. But what I would say is, first of all, it's hard to put them against each other because, well, overall, the Sharingan is like the Byakugan has more usages, and now it's being used because it's got like all these Otsutsuki jutsus that can combine with it. But the Sharingan turns into the Rinnegan eventually. And I mean, not everybody can, but the Rinnegan is what, even in Boruto currently, they stabbed Sasuke, which you'll see in the eye, and took his Rinnegan. And that's, they all have Byakugan. So that's like, Rinnegan is the most OPI. And
it's definitely more rare.
Yeah, yeah. I also think that the design of the Sharingan is too goated. Like you've seen Sharingan merch, tattoos, like there's a lot of symbols that Kishimoto went crazy with in Naruto. Like originally, like the Leaf Village symbol, the kunai, the Sasuke, the Uchiha symbol.
I'm about to say the symbol,
the Sharingan symbol, the Akatsuki cloud symbol.
Oh, that's everywhere.
Get out of here. People who don't even know anime be wearing that.
I have a bomber jacket with the clouds on it.
Yeah. So I think that just based on that, you'd probably have some Boruto tweaker in here like, but the other one can shift space and time. I don't care. Sharingan looks so much cooler.
Yeah.
And it's basically foresight. It's basically foresight.
Yeah.
That's why when people are always like, everyone loses to Naruto and One Piece because they have foresight. I'm like, have you not heard of a Sharingan? That's the same thing. So, anyways.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I think Sharingan is the winner.
Do you have a winner or a loser, Gabby?
Personally, I like the idea of the Byakugan a lot better. Just because it always, I mean, the Sharingan was always so high up at the first, and it was Sasuke. But when they introduced just an original series like Neji and Hinata, I liked the idea of like a whole clan just kind of having the same thing. Because at one point, we just have Sasuke, his clan's dead. So the whole clan having that was really cool, and just seeing the different levels that it could be, and now having it evolved so much with Boruto, the number of things that you can do with it, because at first it was pretty limited. It was just, let me close some people's chakra points and see some things. But as they've both evolved, you can see a lot more usage with them. And while I do like the Sharingan, the Byakugan is really cool. It probably stems from Neji being one of my favorite characters in the original Naruto series. And I'm still very salty about that decision to kill him.
He's still beloved by most.
So, yeah, I would pick Byakugan over Sharingan just for purely personal reasons on this one. But if we're going, like, which one is probably better, I mean, Sharingan most likely would be, just because, as Noah pointed out, the Rinnegan. That some people can get is at the end.
Yeah, true. The Byakugan is a good argument too, though, because that's the first step to getting. I forget what all the other jutsus are called in Boruto, but the reason they have like the switch, everyone's memory switch and stuff like that. So like Daiku Jutsu or something like that. That comes from the Byakugan, and the little beams that you make small and made bigger that were torching Sasuke and Naruto at first. That comes from Byakugan. So
it is the beginning of a lot of different kinds of jutsus that develop in Boruto. So it gives Sharingan a run for its money in the sequel. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe not the original, but definitely the sequel.
That's why I wish. I know he didn't want to, and everybody says that he should, but I'm like, Naruto would just be 1,500 chapters. But I really wish he went into some other villages and then added like some Byakugans over here, some Sharingans over here. You know what I mean? So
that
you
would have
can
been
explore
cool.
that a little bit more. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would have liked that.
Definitely would be cool.
I got to get down this Boruto rabbit hole ASAP. Apparently,
Yes,
I'm telling you, if you are a fan of Naruto at all,
on.
reading it is so fun because it's just action. You really enjoy it. You get such a pleasant surprise because your mind is telling you that Boruto sucks, and it's like your eyes tell you otherwise.
Apparently, everybody, we need to be reading Boruto.
He went up octaves.
He did.
I don't think it's 100% necessary, but I think for us, because we all three can read it. We all three like Naruto to some degree. And but I think if you're a fan of Naruto at all and Boruto has tricked you like it has to me, which for 7 years I thought that filler BS was Boruto. It's not. It's still not as good as Naruto, in my opinion, but it's very acceptable from a manga only standpoint. And I'm excited to hear your opinion once you get through like chapter, because you even could skip to like chapter 20 or something out of the 80 something chapters because it's the movie. That's all the movie content.
Oh, that's right.
But you could reread it as well because they have a few changes here and there, but that's the movie and it's straight word for word, bar for bar of the movie. No, actually, that's a lie because they have Tonari like using a fishing hook to steal Mitsuki's power. That shit didn't happen. That doesn't happen.
I might read a few chapters and go back and rewatch it just so I can see differences and stuff like that. Like kind of.
Yeah, it is separate. It is separate. I say just start it over. Screw it.
Start it over.
Make it for project.
And it has some good anime only canon, especially
I do want to see that stuff.
And Sadara and Sakura. I love that arc.
Yes.
I have homework to do. That's all I know.
So I say if you're a fan of Boruto and you've been hesitant, but you've heard a couple good things and you're wondering, why do people even read this or watch this? Go read it. Don't watch it.
It's good.
Okay. Go read it. That's the point at the end. Go read it.
Yeah.
Good read. So let's get into weeklies. What we're watching, what we're dropping, what our top episodes of the week were, all that good stuff. No, I'll start with you.
I finished catching up on once again Orbs, the Movements of the Earth. And that show is powerful, man. That show is deep as hell. It's all about the Inquisitions, and y'all have heard me tell y'all a little bit about it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have a singular MC, so it's kind of like To Your Eternity. I told y'all, spoiler alert, in the first 2 episodes, the MC gets burned on a stick.
Not the first 3, because I've seen the first 3.
Yeah, so the first,
I'm caught up now. There's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, and that's one that's similar to Heavenly Delusion, to where they really get into just different viewpoints of people that I always thought were interesting, because at that point they were just using a twisted version of just whatever, you know what I mean, scripture like Bible that they had, that they, you know what I mean, made up their own laws to control people and even controlled the way that you thought. So it's like people, you know what I mean, they're showing just the different thought processes of people who had like this strong conviction all the time, but also we're dealing with, you know what I mean, basic worldly desires or needs and stuff like that, or what you could consider worldly to them. And it's really interesting to see just how they dive into everyone's different mental space. And I think if you really like stuff like that, deep dive, mental, historical type series, definitely. I rate that series a 10. Animation, intro's fire.
Okay.
It's really good. I like it.
Yeah, the intro's fire.
I just got to catch up on it, but I did like the episodes I've seen so far.
Yeah, animation, voice acting, plot concept, super good. So I don't really know where we're going, but they're trying to, I guess the end goal is trying to unlock this knowledge so they can prove it and then prove it. So the knowledge was kind of spread down person to person, and now it's kind of got to a point to where someone who's actually working for the church, who shouldn't be reviewing this knowledge. Even reviewing this knowledge could get you executed.
Yeah.
So he's trying to review this knowledge in secret with a couple other people, and he's ready to just like uncover it. But he said that if he dies, the people working with him have to agree to burn it because he doesn't want to be a stepping stone for anyone else. And I was like, that's a dickhead thing to do, because literally this knowledge has been passed down, and that's how the world grows. You know what I mean? Is how people, and that's also like, I really like characters like that. Your Thorfinns, your Kenshins, your people that are like, I know that my effects I won't be able to see right now, but I know deep down that this is important, and that I'm just a stepping stone for a lot of other people. And I really like characters like that. And I think that's what you're saved from Kingdom. That's what this series is. So that's what I want to talk my whole time about, my weekly episodes, because I really enjoyed that. And if I were to say my top 3 would be Don to Don, because I finally watched that episode.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a second. Yeah.
ReZero, and I haven't watched Blue Box this week, but I'm gonna go for Bleach. Actually, no, I'll put in the latest episodes of Orb's Movements of the Earth, because it was really interesting once they added the little female character.
Okay. I'll go next on my top 3 odds, and then once me and Gabby talk about it, we'll dive into that freaking Don to Don episode. So, all right, I watched a couple new things that I said I was going to watch. I did watch The Blue Wolves of Mibu, if I'm saying that correct. I watched the first 3 episodes of that. It's interesting. It's not giving me what I need right now, but I'm interested enough to probably that when it's done, I'll sit and watch all of it. So I think it's pretty good. I'm just not in. It's not hitting me the way I need it to right now. So
you're not in love with it.
Yeah, I'm not in love with it, but I'm interested because when it comes to I can't think of the name right now. The ones on the Blue Coast, from that Edo period.
What period anime?
No, it's not the period anime. It's the Shinsengumi, if I'm saying their names correct. I'm interested in learning more about those. We don't have too many animes that focus around them, so I do want to watch it, but I'll just binge it. I think I'll binge it when it's just over and just do the rest of it.
Those stories, if you notice those, because that's a seinen. So if you notice stories like that, Golden Kamuy, stories that aren't like all action, they are definitely going to need, because I've only watched 3 episodes too, but I've heard good things, and it's probably going to need some time to build up. And that's kind of why I like those, because usually they'll,
like I said, it's not, I'm interested, but like, it's not like I feel like I need to watch it every week, if that makes sense. I can just wait and just watch it later. I did also watch Nina's Starry Bride, Gabby. I watched the first 3 episodes of that. I don't know, something about the romance in it is giving me what I need right now. I mean, between Yakuza Fiance, which is toxic as all hell. Like, I feel like the only one that's like nice and cute and beautiful is Blue Box. So having something that kind of feels like that, even though there's some drama going on and stuff like that, like, okay, this is good for right now. I can mess with this and see where it's going. One thing I didn't like, so like I said, just watch the first 3. And it's something with the pacing between her and the prince before they go from one episode to be like, oh, you're gonna come be the substitute princess. You're not gonna tell anybody. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. Yada yada. And then like next episode, they're all doe-eyed at each other. And
it is rather fast paced for the first 2 episodes.
I'm like, I know there's been some time happen within these first 3 episodes, but it's not really laid out how much time has been. It just feels like that relationship came on way too fast for me personally.
Yes. No, the pacing is fast, and Nina, I feel like Nina's one I'm probably going to read the manga on. The pacing is probably better in the manga just because this is only probably like a 12 episode. I feel like that's unfortunately I think a lot of these animes might fall into is because they're only 12 episodes. Things are either cut out or fast paced.
Yeah.
So I think this kind of falls
super
into that
selective
category.
about the things that I watch, and sometimes you can tell like, oh, this is going to be good, and I'm really enjoying it. But is it worth it right now?
Right.
And it's not going to have a season 2.
Yeah.
I hope Nina gets a season 2, depending on where.
I mean, the production of that looks like it will. No, the production of that looks like. Hold on, I might even be getting 24 episodes. I mean, it's not crazy production, but it's better than average.
Yeah, it's not bad. But while he's looking at it,
but it gives the vibe of 24 episodes.
I also started and watched.
I would love it.
Notorious Talker. I did start that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
First episode, I was like, okay, where are we kind of going here? I hear them talk about this all the time. I was kind of a little shaky about the first episode. Once we hit episode 2, though, I was all in. It was specifically the part that Noah had told me about when his friends had robbed him and stole their money.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm selling you slavery.
The big dude was like, hey, you're gonna be able to
slavery.
You're gonna be able to handle it. You're gonna be able to handle business when we meet up with him. He said, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill him. Oh, don't worry, like I'm gonna kill him when I see him. He said, like, no, you're not. And he got there. When I say, oh, the way he laid into them, and big dude had no idea all that was coming. Like he had the slave trader pull up and everything. I'm like, this dude is a menace, and I'm loving it.
Noel is crazy.
Yeah, and I'm loving it. And the third episode, when they introduce his grandfather's adversary's granddaughter, the scout. Oh, I love her to death.
Oh, she's wonderful. She gets better every episode.
I love her to death. Oh, the fact that he got a scout now, he was so happy. I'm like, okay, I like this episode. I like this anime. I can definitely keep up with this. I've only watched the first 3, but I'm probably about to blow through what's out right now at work. Because I have more.
He goes from crazy, like serious and scary to cute. Oh my god, I'm excited for a new teammate. I just love the switch in personalities.
Did the new episode come out yet?
Yeah, episode 9's out right now.
Oh, it did.
Those ones, Nina and Talker always drop episode 9 before we record. Sometimes I watch them, sometimes I don't.
And as far as my top 3, I'll give a ReZero is on there. Because I'm just they got me so hyped for the counterattack arc. So I'm so looking forward to it.
By the way, now that ReZero is over, we might as well catch up on Blue Lock and add it back to our weekly.
I'm down.
So we got to open. I mean, not an open slot. We're watching too much either way, but we got a slot. Next month we're watching like 3. We're not watching. We're not watching no 8 next month.
Yeah, we overdid it.
It's not. We had no choices. Too many good ones.
Very true.
And it was like I wanted to see all these with everyone this time.
Yeah, but ReZero was on mine. Bleach is definitely on mine. Because Renji's one of my favorite characters, and being able to see him get off this week.
That episode was crazy, right?
Yeah, even though he lost.
I told you he looked stronger than Ichigo.
He did. He
tell me
really
he didn't. I said that on Twitter, and people were mad. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Ichigo just got fucking dog walked.
Yeah,
excuse me.
Yeah.
He just got dog walked, and I'm like, I know that people are like, "It's his best friend. He was reserved. He didn't know." Luffy, Naruto would never.
What? Wash him.
Well, I don't know. Luffy kind of.
But you know what I mean? Like he wouldn't let the fact that it was his boy hold him back.
Luffy doesn't hold back. We saw the Usopp fight.
Yeah, he's like, no, I gotta give you a little bit of straightening right now. Okay, come on, let's throw the hands real quick. And I think third for me is that Suma show. It does not fail every single freaking week. Like it really, really great episode this week. Straight up, like what's happening in it. We finally understand what happened to the mother and why things are the way they are. And it's just the father knows now. He's slumping back to the way he was. The daughter doesn't know yet. The little girl mother knows. Like it's. I only see one way for this to possibly end on a quote unquote good note at this point.
This freak ball show.
No.
It's really good. I try to tell y'all each week how good this show is, and y'all can't get past.
Gabby, are you watching it?
I am 3 episodes behind.
Okay.
Is
what he's saying true, or is he just a freak ball? See, I can't trust you because you're a freak ball too.
I was gonna say, do you trust my opinion? You seem to doubt my opinion.
No, carry on. No, I'm just joking.
I feel hurt the fact that he doesn't trust me when I say something's good. Like that hurts me.
Hey,
no, I do.
Trust the
I'm
freaky
just joking.
queen over you.
I'm just joking.
No,
I just wanted to make fun of you for the name.
That's why I'm calling it by his Japanese name, but not the English name. But no, like where we're at in the story, it's like I said, I only see one way this can possibly end on like a quote unquote good note, and I'm not looking forward to when the daughter finds out about what's going on with the little girl and her mother and all that kind of stuff, because I don't think she's going to handle it well, because the dad is not handling it well right now. So, and we had a little love interest reveal at the end of the episode, so I'm like, okay, now what's going to happen?
Love interest.
Well, it's his coworker.
The dad?
Yes, the dad's coworker. The girl that likes him is like bringing him meals and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was a new love interest, and I'm like, which character?
No, she finally said something to him about everything. Like full on put it out there. And he is now going to now he's going to tell her everything.
Okay, never mind.
He's about to tell her everything now. And that's how the episode went off. I'm like, oh, dude, I don't know if you want to lay this on her right now. You are dealing with too much.
I like you, so here's my trauma.
Yeah. And how he even went into it. Like, he's talking about his wife and stuff, and she's lost. Like, I'm kind of lost with the whole, I thought she was dead.
Ain't she dead?
He's like, yeah, look, I got something I gotta tell you. I got something to tell you about.
So like we can date, but my ex is alive as a 5-year-old child.
Yeah, and the daughter's planning her wedding now, and
just be like, stop.
She doesn't know anything. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad when this all comes crashing down.
This is a dream. I'm on crack.
Yeah, but right. Those are my top ones of the week. Gabby, on you.
Don't forget honorable mention Dan Machi.
That is my honorable mention. Gabby. That is my honorable mention.
Yeah. I was gonna say we got to get Gabby to watch Dan Machi. It's so good.
I'm sorry. Yeah. When he got his swag back, I was
maybe
happy.
That's what I'll do on the long weekend this weekend. Okay. Not to be anything Friday. Maybe I'll just in my Thanksgiving coma. I will just bin Dan Machi.
I'll be doing the same with Egghead Art. I'll be doing that this weekend.
Giving that a little more time. But those that just joins the realms of Dan Machi joins the realms of Konosuba and Jobless and Dan Machi as 3 most important fantasies to catch up on for Gabby.
I started Jobless.
You did. You finished season 1. Yeah. Season 2, I think, is where you'll fall in love, because that's where the relationships really bloom.
We might have to do a Konosuba watch party this weekend, because I can get behind that. So funny. So funny. Yes, but go ahead, Gabby, with your top 3s.
Well, first off, just ReZero. Oh my god. Just why did Super have me be like so happy, screaming like a fangirl at the end of this freaking episode with the person on the door? And I'm just like, let's go. I was so
right there with
excited.
You. I jumped up like, yeah. Like they pulled up on
I was in the kitchen cooking and I heard that and I just like jumped and I'm like, oh, hot pan.
The way they have a trust in each other.
Oh my god, they're so cute together. My god, they're literally just like twins with the arguments and just oh my god. And Amelia did so. Girl got a backbone now. I swear to God, she's like, I ain't gonna marry you. I have a night. Things about happiness. I'm gonna smile. You can't tell me not to smile. The entire time, I'm just like, I swear, every other episode, I'm just looking at Amelia and just like clapping. Like, go more.
Do it again. A long way.
She was like, I don't know what love is, but when I figure it out, it's gonna be with my knife.
Yep, it's gonna be him. Yep.
She's like, I already know who's gonna love me, and yeah, you.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see B again. I want to see.
I miss her.
Beatrice again. I miss her a lot. I'm still in love with Garfield. He's so excitable. He so loves his boss. Oh my god, he's his biggest fangirl.
I like that he had to remind him, like, nah, don't go with me. You got your own business you got to handle, remember? Like, he had to remember, like, oh, that's right. They took out My little
And-
shorty.
And one more thing I'm going to mention about ReZero before we move on, but the whole part about Wilhelm's wife being reincarnated for the corpse, that I should have said spoiler. Spoiler, that broke me. I was about to cry. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. But that's like the oldest play in the book. When you reanimate you reanimate the loved one. And I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
No.
But we have the lore behind it all, so it hurts even more. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He got to get vengeance and everything. Yeah, so we've dealt with all that, so it hurts a lot.
And I'm just so that broke me, and I'm very interested to see that fight.
Oh yes,
because I know it's gonna be a hard one. I'm curious as to if they're gonna like reveal her face of those characters. I assume they will because the characters have names, so they probably will do face reveals and character design reveals. But I'm excited for everything that ReZero has coming.
What if what if Wilhelm loves her so much that he ends up helping her? That would suck.
I don't see that, but I can see him not killing her and it's screwing him over. I can see him
could one of the archbishops take control of Wilhelm? Yeah,
it could use his weakness.
Yeah,
take control of him and use him to help. Yeah. He can't land the final blow. Reinhard comes in and does it.
No, because Reinhard's with
But what if somehow that all finishes up and he makes his way over to help them?
That would be
you want
true.
Your cake and eat it too, Gabby.
Yeah.
You want reincarnated as a slime? Go over there with that gooby stuff. Over here, people die.
I'm already watching that.
This is ReZero. No. People die.
Okay. No. Okay, but yes, ReZero is definitely up there. ReZero would probably be number 3 for me this week. Mecha Ude still has my heart at number 2. Just because we basically got Alma and Hikaru back together again, and with their jokes, it was cool to see some other characters that we don't see back up. Like we got to see the doctor who we finally have a name for. It's like Osen or something.
Okay.
Doc Glasses saying, "Hi, Ray." Yes. So we finally get to see him. He somehow has a Mecha Ude now that he turned in from some machine he found laying by. And that one short girl, I think, with the pink hair, we got to see hers for the first time. And it's kind of like a little tail, it looks like, and it has a shield. So I'm interested to see the other 2 characters back again. Now that Alma's back, we have this big giant new Mecha Ude. And I'm excited to see. There's going to be a new power for some of the characters. If not, maybe Alma and Hikaru. But love it as always. Theme song number 2, and then number 1. Unfortunately, Nina is not on the list this week, but we have Don the Don. That has honestly, I think, stolen my heart for top anime this season. Is what it's slowly becoming, and
not mad at that at all. Yeah, not mad at
it's so good. Talker's good. Yakuza's Do Over Damsel still fairly well. It's kind of falling mid. We just got over like a big battle scene. What kind of feigned my interest. I'm not going to drop it, but it's definitely on the lower end.
Okay.
Villainous I might end up dropping. I kind of just was watching the episodes. They did animate the one part in this last episode where she gives her eye to the blind guy in the poor village. She learns level magic 91 or something, which is dark magic, and she goes to him and she says, "I want you to see the world," and she just gives him through magic one of her eyes, and that's how she gets the eye patch.
The patch.
Okay. That's how you get pink eye.
Literally, she just magically transferred her eye into his, and it's just.
What is this, Naruto? Really we just popping eyes out now.
Yes, we are. But I like that. So that
was it good?
It was good. It was good.
Oh,
that caught my interest back again. They did the scene justice from the manga when I read it, so that kind of got me back in again. She's back in school, so Villainous is my honorable mention coming up from the past few weeks where it was like.
Okay.
Almost to drop, but we'll see what it does in these next few. episodes to bring it up because we're coming up to the part where I stopped reading, but we'll see.
Okay.
So those are
your top
kind of my goods of this week.
All right, beautiful.
Nice.
So before we
Kitty
get out of
cat
here,
in the background, Noah.
hey kitty.
Hey kitty cat.
Oh.
Oh. Go back to your business then.
She looked at me like, mind your business.
Right.
She said, why are you looking at me?
Doing back here.
She said,
you don't need to worry about nothing I got going on.
Turn around before you get smacked.
Right. So before we get out of here, let's talk about Don to Don, because we have all seen it. We have seen the entire internet go ape-ish about how great this episode was. I was a little worried going into it because I hate when people hype something up. Then I go into watch it and
gonna say that.
I hate that,
bro. So, just enjoy the hype, bro. It's okay.
I was not worried one bit for Don to Don. But I will never worry for this.
I didn't know what to expect.
I saw the staff on it, so I was like, yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, like, I didn't know what to expect. Really so as I'm watching it, I'm expecting like, all right, it's gonna be a big, high pace, high velocity fight or something like that. I was not ready for what they gave us. Started typical Don and Don with the fight scene and everything cool. Once credits pass, and they try to fuse the the spirit's aura with the dead girl's aura, then that thing goes over to a whole nother stratosphere after that. Like from the POV of her running down the street and everything with the camera shaking, and then going through with her struggling mom trying to make ends meet.
Was that this week's episode or last week's episode?
That was the one that just passed. The new one we haven't watched.
No, the one that...
The newest one,
episode 8?
Yeah, we haven't watched the newest one yet because we watch those on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So the one before it is the one
airs episode 9 will be out, or 8, but
episode 7 is the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
The day after.
Oh, okay. Because I watched episode 8 this weekend.
Okay.
That's good. The day after we watch all the episodes for the week is when Don comes out. I think it comes out Thursday. So we watch on Wednesday to not miss ReZero, which now that I think about it, we could watch on Saturday again. So but we'd have to extend all the episodes. But that would be, I don't know. I don't mind it staying on Wednesday till the end of the season. We're gonna have Kenshin and Blue Lock carry over anyway, so
yeah, that's fine. But like I was saying, what did I leave off? Seeing this mother trying to do what she can to make ends meet and spend time with her daughter, teaching her ballet and dancing and all that kind of stuff was just beautiful. Till it goes left, and it was.
Did y'all understand what happened? Like, did y'all understand why they killed her?
I want to say she was stealing from. Was she stealing from the store? At first, I thought she was probably selling her body or something like that.
I thought it was a debt collector.
That's what I thought. So then watching it the second time, I thought, well, is she stealing from her job? I started taking money out the envelopes and stuff like that. So I couldn't tell if it was. I thought it was one or the other. That's why I landed on. I just couldn't figure out which one.
See, my thought was
I just want to hear what y'all think from the pictures.
Saving up for to pay back like a debt. Because she took out a debt with someone, and this was like a monthly payment she had to do, and she was keep taking out the money to spend on her daughter, and she couldn't make the payments back on time. And then they took the daughter as collateral or
pretty
as
much
payment because she couldn't make it. Pretty much. That's the vibe I got from it.
Kinda. In the manga, they show a little bit more, but also it's still very vague. But like, basically, she was a prostitute, and then obviously she was working with the Yakuza, and she owed them some sort of money for whatever reason. It could be that she used all of her money or not, but it seemed that she was struggling. So it was probably that she used the money for like a house payment or something like that. And then she couldn't pay it back. And then they took her daughter and beat her up for it during.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, yeah. But with pictures, they did a really good job of portraying what happened with no words. For you to pick up everything.
Yeah. That was honestly just a tough scene. You know what I mean? Just to watch overall, but it was like so beautifully done from the camera angle to the animation to the music that, as sad as this was, you couldn't turn away from it. Like it just was that good and just kept you just enthralled and watching her descend into madness. Like just was. very beautiful, disturbing. Like I didn't expect that. I expected a big action sequence that everybody was talking about. So to see them turn it up in this way, I thought was just beautiful. I thought it was just amazing. Like I can't say enough great things about this episode, to be honest. Like especially with a show like this where Granny wants his wiener and his balls are missing, and they run around trying to find. Like as crazy and hilarious as this show is,
then she's just trying to have sex. But wait, that show get deep too. Don't worry.
No, I
was going out.
Draw you in.
No, I get it. But I'm just saying, like, for it to be so funny and yada yada, you know, with everything, to just hit you like that with this would give real dark emotions, the whole night. I thought it was just beautiful way just to help set up what the future of the show will look like instead of just, you know, dick jokes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And cool action sequences. It gave some more. It gave some more emotion and depth to what the story is going to be going forward.
Yeah.
What about y'all? What do y'all think?
Yeah, I just thought they. No. Oh, go ahead.
No. I was trying to put my thoughts together. I'm like, no, I don't want to say that.
Oh, they. I thought the camera work was really good. I really love when they do like that true movement animation, as if somebody is taking a camera and putting it through something to film it and moving it around, which I know requires a lot of effort. So shout outs to the animators for that, because they killed it. That gives like a really real relatable feeling to the animation, and I think they did that so well with the camera
chasing down the car.
Yes. And it had a lot of fast motion, but it was all very fluid, so the animation was just beautiful. And one thing, like for example, as beautiful as One Piece animation is, sometimes when they get to the nitty-gritty fight scenes, it's hard for your eyes to keep track, and I feel like they really slowed it down to where you could just keep track of everything going on, the flashing, spinning, stuff like that. And then the soundtrack,
car down was beautiful. As sad as
heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. They didn't need words in that scene. It was just you could feel every movement. That was jarring.
100%.
Yeah. The fact that they didn't need words, and it was just the soundtrack was going stupid, and they were just portraying everything with great animation and storytelling. They did a great job. They definitely knew to get the right producer for that, because if that was done any other way, the Blue Lock producer couldn't have done that.
No,
the Blue Lock director couldn't have done that. He does not have. I don't have the facilities, big man. He does not have the skills to do that. So
not
that was just beautiful. The soundtrack gave you the goosebumps and made you start tearing up. I think y'all hear me say it all the time. I think a soundtrack is like top 3 most important parts of like a really good anime, and they killed it there. And then the final moment when she hugged her just to set it in, because she was feeling what she was feeling.
Yeah.
Seeing she finally realized why. Yeah.
A mother like in torment over losing her daughter, and a daughter finding a mother figure. You know what I mean? Type of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just ended beautifully. What about you, Gab, before we get out of
here?
Yep. I loved it. Honestly, you guys said a lot of the points that were my favorites for them. The mother and daughter scene, movement for won the visual reputation for the silent mini movie, mother's kind of life. With Akira through the building and through that storeroom was really good. I liked how fast paced it was there too.
Yeah.
So it's so good. And as I've already seen the newest episode 8 that come up. You guys are gonna love it. You guys are gonna love it, because you know it's half a episode of, you know, we just finished a little fight and stuff, but then we get into something else, and at the very end, oh god, you guys are gonna love it. You guys are gonna love it. I'm so excited. Oh, yeah. Akira as a character is really cool. I'm interested to see how she's gonna fit more into the group. So plus we get more just dynamic between the 3 now about what's going on. So it's just more hilarity ensues and cool character things. So I love it. The show is great.
I love Momo-chan. Momo's best girl. If Frieren didn't exist this year, I'm not voting on the anime awards because of what they did last year, but If Momo is on there this year,
Momo needs to be on.
She might be the only.
She better be.
She needs to be a nomination for best girl. That's for sure.
Yes, she does.
I told you that she's one of the only contenders for Frieren. Besides, it's gonna be Frieren, Mao Mao, and Momo going versus each other.
I love all three of those girls.
Yeah, Mao Mao is gonna go crazy. You saw at Otakon how many Mao Maos we saw. The girl fan base.
Yeah,
the woman fan base loves Mao Mao.
We love us some Mao Mao.
Yeah, I really think she's gonna. Which I haven't seen all of it. I think she's really good, but I don't think she hits me or other guys like she does the woman fan base because they really love her. I think she's great, but the fan, I'm like, whoa. When I see people talk about her online, they're like, she's the best, most well-written character. They be going off on Twitter.
Hey, she's good. She is.
No, she's great. I'm not talking no negative. I'm just saying.
I know, but she is extremely well written. She is.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. It's gonna be like I forgot, but I was just telling Benny what the choices are. But it's gonna be Frieren. I know you need to get out of here, Lo, but Frieren, Mao Mao, Momo, Aaliyah, or her sister. Or his sister. It's hard to say, but I think his sister should be there. No, did you watch Aaliyah yet, Gabby? Aaliyah, sometimes how you feeling? You gotta watch it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
I know.
Amazing. And then the little blue hair girl from Losing Too Many Heroines.
Yes. Yeah.
And
then
that's
that one's good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah.
Yes, and the little glasses girl will be in Must Protect of all time, or of all, Must Protect. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, so do us a favor. Let us know what you thought about episode 7 of Don Don, and if you agree with our takes on it, because that has a potential to be up for like episode of the year type of thing, I think. So as he just stated, I got to get out of here because we have movie club to go take care of. So y'all know the routine. You know where to find us. 10 o'clock Thursday morning. This will drop for you guys. We're gonna go enjoy some turkey today and all that good stuff and be with family. So until next week, we will catch you all later. Deuces.
Bye.
Loading snacks.